Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 10, yeah, or Episode 35. And last episode, a bunch of talk between Emil, Eren, Bertolta, and Reiner. Reiner was losing his mind. And they showed this little flashback of when Marco was being eaten by Titan, which I feel like Reiner is behind what happened to him. And then Emil was about to tell Eren who the real enemy is, but she didn't do that because she made an agreement with Reiner and Bertoldo because she felt like with them she could protect Krista better or something. And why would Reiner and Bertoldo want to protect Krista? Maybe because she has something to do with Titans? I don't know. Or maybe Titans, yeah, because the Wallace and everything. And then you have the Beast Titan. Emil asking those two, like, what the Beast Titan meant to them or something or other, but they acted like they didn't know anything about him. But yeah, they do know something. So that's what happened. That's it. Oh yeah. And then the Silver Corps, like the expedition, like we saw them coming, like the flares, whatever, in the air, green smoke, so they know that they're almost there by the trees. But then again, you have all those Titans down there, those abnormals, those small ones, and big ones. Okay, so that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please leave a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feedme. Now let's start this episode, and here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. To mention that last episode, Zoe was like she wanted to see this tent that was of Connie's house. It's still there, or is it another one? Mobilito-san. It does look like the mom. Can he move? Maybe I reacted to the picture. Yeah, it does. Ooh, exactly like her. Looks exactly like her. Does that mean that Connie is also Titan? Nah, whatever, man. Society, society. I want this page to low so that I can sing along, but it's not. Society, she's all children. Oh, so that was the dude. Coordinate? Why did couldn't we hear that? Huh. I did not notice that. Did Eren not notice the flares? Resist. Biding his time. Is he gonna believe that? Is he gonna believe that? Please believe it. Resist. But you can't do anything though. You have no arms. And he's a stronger fighter. Oh my gosh, he's doing everything he can. I don't remember him eating anybody. $60? Huh. How old is she? Yep, that's why. That's why. Yep, Krista's among them. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Are you gonna follow them? Or are you gonna turn back? Did you really think he was just gonna... turn around and go back? But I do not trust you. Oh, look at that little kid. Huh? Are those the Wallace or some other group? Okay, Wallace. This scene seems familiar to me. Did she turn? The person that they pushed? All the grass and whatever grew around her. On her. Ooh, is this where she's gonna eat the friend? And this is when she heard the conversation. That's right. Oh, for some of them, like, body hits. Oh, remember that scene? I mentioned that on there. Ooh, Sasagio, is that Hearts? Shingo, Sasagio. Ooh, Shinzo. Okay. I knew she was gonna go back. There is no way that she was gonna live. And she promised not to lie to herself. And a bunch of them are gonna die. It's not Eren though, girl. It's not Eren. I'm not that sad about the police getting in. Hanasu! Don't die, please. Don't break! Emiru! Emiru! No, 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 no. It's okay. She's okay. She's looking for Krista, right? Or she just like some kind of distraction. She's looking for Krista. He keeps saying ugly. Mm-hmm. Can y'all go after them? Yeah, like what you're stopping? Don't say that. Don't say that. Do not say that. Why do you keep saying that? Why do people say that? Even if I drain my life for it, that means you're gonna die, man. Wait, don't ever say that in this kind of shows, man. Do not ever say that. He's gonna die, man. Hannes is gonna die. Okay. Reiner and Betorto mentioned something about Eren being the coordinate. Coordinate to what? And why was Krista also important to them? Like when those two were having that conversation at the beginning. Okay, search. Okay, so it seems like they need to get to a certain place. They're looking for a certain place. They're searching for some place, and they think that Eren might be the coordinate that can lead them to that place. And then they're like, if Eren happens to not be the coordinate, then they're gonna need Krista too. They said then their search is not over, so they're searching for some place. And apparently Eren is the coordinate. So is that why they said in the previous episode when Reiner revealed that they were the Titans, that if he comes with them, then they don't have to sort of like destroy humanity or something? Because if he comes with them, and if he is the coordinate to this certain place, then whatever is there in that place is probably gonna end the war between the Titans and the humans or something. I don't know. And then they finally mentioned the name of the dude that Ymir ate. His name is Marcel. He's their friend. And Ymir doesn't remember eating him. Apparently a lot of them don't remember when they eat people. It's not like they want to eat people, but they just, I guess, do. When I went back to try to look at the conversation between those two, the first thing in this episode was when Zoe wanted to go to the Connie's village, right, and find the tan that was on top of the house, but she fainted, and this dude, Moblet. When I see the name Moblet, I'm thinking of Mob Psycho 100's Mob. But yeah, so Moblet and these other people, they went there and they saw Tan on top of the house, right? And then they found this picture of Connie's parents, and the Tan looks exactly like the mother. So how did she turn into a Tan? So the fact that she turned into a Tan, I'm like, does that mean that Connie is also a Tan? And he doesn't know? And then Ymir they were showing this backstory of Ymir, right? And when she was a kid, and she was among these other 3 kids. And then the Wallace found her and took her, right? Brought them to the other Wallace. the Wallace, right? I feel like the Wallace brought them to them, and then they're like, she has the blood of the king, and that with her they're gonna have what? Is it immortality? I don't know. They mentioned something that they were gonna have with her, with them, or something. So even though she knew it was a lie, this lie was giving her food, like, food and lodging, and like they were treating her so nicely. So she was like content with living that lie until seems like I'm gonna guess the police like came in, and then they turned around and was accusing her of being the one that created this fake thing of being the blood of the king. And then she went along with it, thinking that if she does that, then the Wallace, the other people are gonna be safe. But it didn't quite work out that way, it seems like. And then when they showed them on top of this, I'm guessing it's a wall, and they were sort of like in line, and I'm like, this scene looks familiar to me. And the reason why I said that is because, like I said, my brothers, they watch the show, so once in a while when I'm passing by, I catch scenes of it here and there. And I remembered an episode that they were watching where people were like on top of the wall, and there was someone that was pushing them down, right, and making it seem like it was the most normal thing in the world. And there's this other dude that was next to him, that was seeing him do all that, and then the guy got angry, and then he pushed the other one that was doing that like over the wall, and to his death, to be in by these other times that were there. So when I saw them being like on top of the wall like that, I'm like, okay, this seems look familiar. It's not exactly the same thing, but it looks familiar to me. And then before they pushed Emil, there was this other person, right? They pushed that person, and it seems like the person turned. And then before they pushed Emil, I feel like they injected her with something, and then she fell. And I guess when she fell, she turned into a tan. I know that they are gonna find a way to turn people into tan, like some kind of serum or something or other, something that's gonna make people turn into tan. And I'm pretty sure that they are trying to find some kind of cure to turn them back into being a human or something. I'm not quite sure. So the fact that I know that, I'm thinking that that's what they did. Whoever these people were, that's what they did to Emil. They injected her with this thing that turned her into a tan. And then she said she was wandering around for like 60 years. I'm like, yo, so it's been that long? I didn't think she was a tan for that long. Like, I know she was used to it and everything. Like, she knew how it worked, sort of. But I didn't think she was like a tan for like 60 years. And then, so she was wandering around, and then fell asleep. And then there was all this grass and things that covered her. And when the place where she was laying, that's where Bertolta and Marcel. Oh, Marcel Gerard, the originals. Okay, so that's where Marcel and what's it called? Reiner and Bertolta were, and then Emil like woke up and grabbed Marcel right and ate him. And then the next thing you see is her waking up and feel like she's free. And then they showed her, and she's like, from that point on, she made a promise to herself not to lie anymore. And then she made her way to the church, I guess, where she heard those Wallace talking about Krista. And then when she went and joined the Survey Corps, and they showed the sort of like another point of view of that scene with when Jean and Aaron were butting heads the first time around, and then you see her looking at Krista there. And then the potato scene where Sasha, when she was told to run around, and then she was angry, and Krista gave her food, and then Emil like joined up to that with them and everything. So yeah, they showed those scenes as well. And Emir was like, I just want to see Krista. Now, Bertoldo and Reiner, after they saw the smoke and everything, they were like, okay, these people are onto us, so we need to go. And they were going and leaving. And then it dawned on Emir that Krista's probably among them because she's gonna want to do everything that she can to get Emir back. So the fact that she was among them is like, no, we need to go and get her. But Bertoldo and Reiner was like, no, we can't do that right now. But she's like, nah, we're gonna do this, whether you want to or not. So she sort of threatened them, like, if you don't do this, because I'm like, the way the environment is, she's probably faster than the others and she can move around faster than the others, so she can sort of like take them down, I guess. Like, it's gonna be hard for them to fight her in this among the trees and everything. So she turned, was lying in wait for the others because she knows that when they see the flash of light of one time's turn, that they're gonna know where they are, right? So she was just laying there waiting for them. Laying there. She was just there waiting for them. And then they came. She kept looking around. I'm like, she's looking for Krista. And then once she saw Krista, she just swallowed her. Swallowed her and just ran. And because she's so fast, the others can't keep up with her that well. And then she jumped on the runner's back. And now they ran away. And then because I saw Eren. I just remember Eren when they were like, okay, we need to go, and Eren was like, at first acting like he was not gonna be putting up a fight, and then he started with his not fully healed arms trying to beat up on Reiner, but Reiner subdued him. I just remember that scene. Yeah, it was funny. So Mikasa saw them run away, and they were all like, wait, this just kept looking at them, run away, and not doing anything. I'm like, yo, why y'all just standing there? Like, move, do something. And then Hannah's like came with like, get on your horses and let's go. And he's like, I'm gonna do everything I can to get him back, even if it costs me my life. I'm like, yo, Hannah, why are you saying that? Like, you know, when people say that, that's like them telling you, like the show telling you right then and there that they're gonna die. So I'm like, yo, don't ever say that, man. Especially in a show where times eat people. Not a good idea. What else happened? I feel like I covered basically everything. Yeah, and then when they mentioned the fact that Emir was the blood of the king, and it seems like those people were Wallace. So in my mind, I'm thinking that were they looking for Krista, and since they couldn't like find her, they just picked Emir out of these kids and just made it seem like she was Krista. Does Krista have the blood of the king? I know she's royalty of some kind, right? Is she the blood of the king? Does she have the blood of the king? I don't know. Okay, as long as Lady Emir is with us, we will be blessed with immortality. I'm just trying to... There must be Wallace, right? I feel like they're Wallace. So as long as they have the blood of the person that's gonna inherit the blood of the king, then they're gonna have immortality. Ooh. Huh. Something just crossed my mind. The blood of the king, right? They're gonna have immortality. You have the blood of the king, you're gonna have immortality. Thanos can live for many, many years because Emir was like, I was wandering around for 60 years. That's a lot of years. Okay. That's almost immortality. So if Krista has inherited the blood of the king, maybe they need her blood to inject into people to turn them into 10 so that they can live forever. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's where my thought went. As I'm like thinking about this, like, what would having the blood of the king give you immortality, you know? And then they injected her with something before she fell off the wall, and then she turned into a titan. So maybe they have whatever it is that they injected her with was some kind of blood. Oh, so that's what happened this episode. And thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini, where you can find the full and for this reaction and early access. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Finally. Oh yeah, Shinzo Sasage. You see, they mentioned that when Ymir was pledging their allegiance to the Survey Corps, and Captain Commander Erwin was pledging the whatever. Let me see if I can find it. Was he in this episode? Okay, he is in this episode. Shinzo Sasage. Yeah. Give your hearts. So that's what it means? The name of the anime. The name of the opening is Shinzo Sasage. So Commander Erwin is like, Shinzo Sasage. So, and then the title is like, give your hearts. So that's what it means. Shinzo Sasage. Gotta figure that out.